Hello there everyone and welcome back. So far my new week as the Orks again is turning out well. And we got ourselves the option to get ourselves a battle cruiser, but I need to start saving up some now, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. And also, I need to keep in mind the possibility of getting weird boy towers. And I don't think it hurts to have it for all these ships, at least initially. Because after all, the extra range is going to be helpful because they are going to ignore me, and just reducing the time there is going to help. Even though, in all honesty, as I get these things leveled up to max level 10, I probably will start swapping things around, like getting rid of the upgrades on the weird boys, if I were to be perfectly honest. That's my thought anyway, although it's still going to be incredibly useful on like my Basha here with the Nova Cannon, since it doesn't want to get in close anyway. And I'm at 200 renown now, so I want to save that for... I want to save that for my battle cruiser. So it begs the question, do I upgrade the weird boys now, since I already have a sap cannon on here? So I argue probably not, because Dakamasta on those mega cannons are actually pretty damn potent. We're looking at 54% chance should that ever hit. Never mind the fact what the hell is going to happen if I ever lock on with this thing. Ooh, that's going to be a guaranteed critical hit. In theory. Again, I don't quite understand specifics on how a critical hit works. If it's like just a dice roll, basically, that gives me a chance for like a bonus damage or result. We shall see. So I'm going to leave them now for now for the battle cruiser, because we're at the point, now that I'm level 5, that I'm going to be feeling a lot of cruisers, or a lot of ships at least there, so I do need to be careful of that. Because if I ever am in a losing fight, then the problem is I'm going to have very few cruisers when that happens. Like, 600 points is almost all those cruisers that I have available to me already. So yeah, I'm going to have to deal with the fact that I'm probably going to have to field a couple of frigates, just to be safe, and preserve my fleet a little bit. Speaking of 600, holy crap. We're diving right up to 660. If this doesn't mean I'm going to fight a battleship, I don't know what will. So, what the hell am I to do here? Because he's going to have a lot of lances, so my 75 armor is not going to mean a whole lot. That's the only problem. So frigates. These frigates are quite frankly no more durable than anything else that has 200 hull, to be perfectly honest. In theory, I'm better off just going with cruisers, because at least then they have bonus HP to help deal with the lances. But I'm never going to get to them, that's the problem. So, this is a bit of an interesting predicament. And as I was saying, not fielding all my cruisers, well, tractor cannons are going to play such an important role. Actually, let me take out this one tier and at least get a bunch of savages, maybe. Ravagers will be interesting, because I'm going to have such a hard time aiming them. And does any of them get increased speed? Nope, aside for my brutes. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. On the plus side, I can swarm, but controlling this is going to be a nightmare. I don't know how I'm going to manage this. This is quite above my... this is way above me at the moment, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. So, on the plus side, I can swarm them, and if I can get in close, my heavy cannons are going to do a crap ton of damage there. The trick is getting close, so once the server decides to load, thank you, we shall see what we're working with here. I gotta take beacons very seriously here, because as soon as he reveals me, I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble there. He's gonna be able to focus that fire incredibly well. And he has no nebula clouds on his side to really utilize, so how the hell do I deploy? I want to cast as wide net as possible, but as soon as he sees that, he's going to go to the left or to the right there, more than likely, so I'm going to have to be careful how I do this. And I want my bashes to stay at least vaguely close together. Oh god. Only 3 ships and he's right up. That is without a doubt a battleship. How the hell am I going to deal with this? I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. If I'm going to be perfectly honest. So I think the best way to micromanage all these ships is to kind of like do them in groups of 4 maybe. Savages will be behind my Ravagers. And we'll... I honestly don't know how I'm even going to attempt this. Because if I'm going to have any chance of defeating this fleet, I need to be really good at micromanaging all of these ships. Because I need to get a nice surround on him so that way he cannot, like, just outrange me and kite me all day. I'm in for a fight, aren't I? I told you Karma was going to bite me in the ass from the last episode, and it's going to happen here. Now I gotta make sure everything's moving as it should. And preferably not into the asteroid field. If I can help it. Especially you, I do not want you in the asteroid field, but of course they have like 75 armor, so they're relatively safe if I were to be honest. So, I can cast my net there. The thing is, he probably has torpedoes. And I don't care about your cloud, because I don't have any long-range weaponry to begin with. Hell, I chose not even to field my one ship that has a beacon, so... The main thing I need to be mindful of is not to run into mines and get a nice swarmy surround. And there's the beacon. I need to see where those are going. Dodging these beacons are so damn important. Although technically I can hide this nebula cloud here. So, these frigates are actually okay for the most part. Now, I gotta be mindful. Is there any torpedoes? He's moving one of his ships to the left there, so that has to be a frigate of some kind. That's what that tells me. And unfortunately, this is gonna get detected because... Oh, wait. Maybe it won't. The frigate, without a doubt, is. Without a doubt, they're going to get detected, but I have to micromanage all this crap, which is going to be a pain in the ass. And it did get identified. That's a shame. So, let me use this as bait, then. Because, yeah. I could just boost on over here, get close to the rest of my fleet. That's not a problem at all. Again, use it as bait. That's not a problem, right? Oh, and he did. That was a decoy. That was why. He does have siege after all. So, he is trying to isolate me. That's a shame. But I can start pincering him so long as he stays in the corner. The hard part is somehow getting to him. Because these frigates are really vulnerable due to speed difference. But maybe I can bait him to me. Maybe. Because now everything is all mismatched here. So this is going to be amusing. If I could get on top of him, that's going to hurt. I just don't want to use torpedoes just yet. Because, again, I have to manage all the positions and everything. And make sure I don't hit my own ships as a result. It's way too complicated. Not necessarily risky, but incredibly complicated trying to manage all this. And keep an eye on his movement. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a risk. I'm going in. Because as soon as I force him away from that nebula cloud, he is going. Let's see. Yeah, shields are hitting there. That's fine, I guess. I just wish I had an easy way to dodge this stuff. Time to commit. It's the stupidest idea, but I don't really know what an alternative is if I were to be perfectly honest. Unless I can somehow dodge all these weaponry. Alright, locked on. I should have set that appropriately. Now, sadly, I'm not getting the hits I want, which is unfortunate, but this thing can take the hits. It just needs some reinforcements now. Which is going to be a tall order. But at least this thing's now hitting, so it soaked all the damage. And I did no damage of note, which is a bit of an issue. Which is a little bit sad. Now,
I'm back in charge.
come on. Dodging those beacons are really pain though. And he's using micro warp jump, so I'm not going to get to do the damage I want. And this is already on fire, so go figure. This was what I was worried of. As soon as I get balled up, there's no way I can deal with damage to him. This is unfortunate. If I could avoid dodging those beacons, that would be the big thing. But it's not going to happen here, so... I was saying before, I need to try and preserve my fleet. I don't really have much of a choice here. As soon as I get close, I can do some damage, but... the question is, how can I do reliable damage? Because now everything's insubordinate, even though nothing's being lost, so... mobility is my best strength for dodging those beacons. Of course, going so far left, there's a bit of an issue. Not a whole lot I can do. I can hit with torpedoes, but I don't have any other torpedoes, and without speed boost, not a lot I can do. The only thing I can count on is maybe... well, I was gonna say, then I found out he has, like... I have no boosters available, so this is annoying. So I'll let... I have little choice in the matter. I would wreck him immediately, but... I don't have enough tractor cans to kind of force the issue is the problem. Even if I kept those three available. Because yeah, as soon as I tractor him, he's just gonna outmaneuver me again. So yeah, this is not worth doing. That's unfortunate. Couldn't do any form of damage. I should have been better. Maybe if I can get him with stasis bomb, that would be helpful, but he just micro warp drive out, so... really? Just getting hit by the beacons is what's killed me, due to the lack of a silent running. Can't really do much else about it there. Unless I can increase my turning radius, that's the only exception. Didn't get to fight a battleship though, but still. That doesn't look like 660 points worth of ships, I'm gonna be honest, so... he's just gonna get a ton of renown for us. And if I could somehow get that surround, that'd be nice. Do I just commit with those 4 ships and do what damage I can? It's probably a stupid idea. I'm just wondering how could I have done that better, because really just avoidance detection is key. But once I get close enough, it's almost impossible for me to dodge the beacon there. What's the cooldown on these things anyway? 2 minutes, so it's not really that long, unfortunately. If I had more torpedoes, maybe I could overwhelm them. Overwhelm his fighters at least. Only other thing I could think of. Because obviously the Savage guns aren't doing it for me. Because they have to get close first. But again, that's going to be a nightmare to make sure I don't even... to make sure I avoid hitting my own ships. That's a bit of the problem there with that. The surround tactics sound fine there, I just gotta be able to kind of like... do I just forsake the beacons then? Because it got me out of position, I want to argue. That's gonna be a problem though because of his focus fire potential. That's the only thing I dislike about that. If I were to dive into the beacon and just keep going... I would have the nebula clouds for the one bash on the right, but that was pretty much it. I'll figure it out, and of course, getting the actual upgrades would be handy. There's also a speed boost there, but that's not going to make much of a difference on its own. That only works well in synergy with my boosters because it'll also increase my booster speed. And 2 of my cruisers are lost in warp there. Not really much I can do about that, but hey, I get some levels. And I wasn't paying attention, but I didn't get the renown I need for my battle cruiser, did I now? No, not quite, so I want to hang on to that. That's level 4, so I'll continue on with the sap cannons, because that's something like that will... Oh, that was not what I wanted, damn it, I went mech boys, because I saw the Kama Shard, the squigs there grayed out, and I naturally assumed the second one here was the weird boy, so that was a misclick. And I'm sure as hell not spending 100 renown, at least at the moment for that, so... That is unfortunate. Can we somehow correct this now? Because a lot of tractor cannons is amazing for dealing with one cruiser. I just gotta make sure I'm close enough to do something about it. So, what's Mango Man? Mango Man is Imperium. 600 point cruiser class, so... I'm still skeptical about running into a battleship. And this will be a little bit irritating because I lack my, tractor cannons. Not that I need so much here. But this one, the Savage Gunship, should be a little more useful, but torpedoes are good too. Really hard to judge. These, if they can get to the armor, these things would do a lot of damage. And I'm gonna have a lot of them, so actually let me go like 3 to 2 on the Ravagers, maybe that'll be better. And then a Brute, maybe to ramp something. Silly lineup. I'm definitely gonna have to learn how to manage all these frigates there. In groups of 3, 4, that all sound pretty good though. At least it's a start. But now I need the confidence to actually start shooting my torpedoes at them. It's the main thing now at this point. So, Imperiums, so long, if he has like battlecruisers and overlords, he can just do an arcane strategy, just like how the Chaos did. But the plus side of that is he cannot. I have the same mobility as him, so I will inevitably get in range of him. Unless he's really good on his positioning boosters, that's the exception. But it's far more likely I can get to him. Here's hoping. So, oh, I want the Savages in back because of torpedoes. I don't want them in the way of my Ravagers, ideally. So let's correct this. And 1 Ravager on the right. 2 Brutes. We'll try and bunch them up to make it a lot more easier to control. At least that way, it'll, like I said, it'll keep me sane for this. That's the hope, anyway. Oh wait, I only got 3 there? Okay, there's 4, I think. No, never mind. I was wondering why it was only 3 icons, seen 3 icons, and looks like I'm gonna run into a minefield. So, where is that aimed at? This is at my frigate Lance over here, so that's easy enough to dodge.
You want us over there? You got it.
And this cruiser is going nowhere fast. I will just say that much at least. And let's see, it's just a 1 torpedo. It's 6, so I know for a fact it's a cruiser or a battle cruiser. And either he's fielding a lot of regular cruisers, or is my frigate still going to get hit?
Orks is best. The fight is
My
over
frigates
there.
are still going to get hit, aren't they?
What you want? Move that space.
So, give me a moment here. I'm trying to control all this stuff. to make sure nothing gets hit, like my Savage, which is about to take a hit. Okay, we dodged the first wave of one torpedo. Let's keep those torpedoes coming. And of course, that's annoying. Because I don't know why it's annoying. And he has a Nova can, so. So a single Nova can, so this forces the issue. Spread out. Make myself really hard to hit. And keep my cruisers spread out a little bit. So much for trying to keep this sane, huh? I kind of overlooked the fact that he would have Nova cannons. Just a little bit. And no, you are not flying to a minefield. I will not allow that.
Here we go.
So everyone go in there.
What you want?
Torpedoes are at the ready. Savages are at the ready. Torpedoes. That's going straight at my frigate here. And what's amusing is he doesn't know which one's my cruisers, because the subtle benefit is every single one of my ships practically go the same speed, so he has absolutely no clue. And speaking of torpedoes, my second cruiser with the torpedoes is stuck behind the other one.
You got it. You want us over there?
So dodge that.
Ship sighted. Can we go fast?
Level 4. He's got a lot of cruisers and lots of guns, and single Nova cannon, that's not a big threat. Now I just gotta prioritize stuff.
Okay, we'll go that speed.
Let's go for what's already crippled.
Orks, orks, orks. Locked on, boss.
And you, on the other hand, are gonna board. There's some good boarding torpedo action right there. So this thing needs to turn around because it's taking a lot of damage. Also, yeah, he's just doing the same thing as me, just focusing everything down. I still got 75 armor, so that's not a big deal. So you stay there and just soak the damage. I will happily let you soak that damage. You, on the other hand, my friend, are not going anywhere. This is going to be a nightmare, as I said before, to manage everything, but I don't think torpedoes did anything useful. Now get on up there and start chasing down that Dominator, whatever the hell that thing is. There. That was effective, if I do say so myself. I don't know what's still alive and what's crippled, though. And I should brace for impact. That sounds like a really good idea, if you ask me. I have no idea what's going on. I have so many ships to manage. Well, my only priority is keeping my cruisers alive. The only thing I could think of. I'll let that go. Sounds stupid, sounds foolish, but I want to make sure these things live. And if, because execution is likely going to be an issue. That one cruiser, on the other hand, well, I got the cruiser, so 2 ships left. And that has lances, so let me finish that off. That's boring torpedoes. Belt armor did its thing. Oh, that was bad. That was really bad. But I still got heavy cannons to shoot it, but it's only got its front armor, so that may not be as effective as I want it. Maybe not as effective as I want. That's a shame. That probably... Yeah, because he's shielding... Trying to shield his cruiser. And what I need to do is if possible, try and push him into the mine. That's not gonna happen though. Can I kill it? It's too close. Too close? Not enough damage. So this cruiser's gone, so there goes both my cruisers. After what was a nice slugfest, maybe I shouldn't have let that cruiser go, huh? That's a shame. Yeah, I should have managed... If my Ravagers got more torpedoes off, that would have been better. Or hell, if they were all savages, that would have been more likely too. And I lost both my crews as a result. That I'm not necessarily happy with. Maybe I should have kept that bash in. Because you know, if as soon as I what am I trying to say? As soon as I execute the captain there and get all those debuffs and penalties, then it's sure as hell not going to escape there, especially if its engines destroyed, generators gone. All those are likely to happen, damn it. I could have done that a lot better. It was a crazy mess for sure, but like I said, I had no idea what was going on. I tried to focus down the Dauntless that was already crippled, which, considering what he was doing there, may not have been a bad idea, because I could not breach through his 75 armor. But that's only because I only have one cruiser trying to kill it. So it was easy for him to protect the ship. I have a lot to learn from that there, and sadly both my cruisers are gone. But on the plus side, we got a battle cruiser to make up for it. What the hell am I gonna field on this thing? A prow sap cannon, 2 prow sap cannons, that's always a nice possibility. I'm fond of the heavy cannons, even though I think those torpedoes did a good job there. I think. I'll have to watch the recording again to be sure, and I only get 2 custom points. That's a little bit unfortunate. That I was not expecting. Oh wait, oh, and that's a turret. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. And these are just prow guns. But this would be turrets. Well, that sap cannon's a turret. Ooh, I see a lot of potential in that. Maybe I forsake... It's really hard to judge how I want to do this. I think I want to continue with the heavy cannon route, but having a turret at pretty much 270 degrees is pretty nice. Damage output and everything's the same, so why the hell not, in all honesty? Hell. It even had... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at the prow guns around the sap cannons, so yeah. There's no consequence, so why the hell not? I'm just curious as a point difference. Exact same point difference, so tell me, why the hell shouldn't I take the turret? So, we got ourselves the Death Ripper. And not enough renown to actually up... Well, I can choose some skills at least, so there is that. And we'll have to wait till a couple more matches to get more upgrades in before we can truly unleash this beast.